Are the Yankees preparing a big move or not? Let's get into it. Hey guys, I hope you are having a great day today. If you love the Yankees and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, especially if you want to be kept up to date with the latest in the Yankees news. We're on the road to 12,000 subscribers, so if you can, please help us get there. All right, listen. The Yankees, they're 2.5 out of the wild card. Okay. Regardless, last place, fourth place in the AL East, that doesn't matter. They're 2.5 out of the wild card. If they added a couple of pieces here towards the deadline, maybe, just maybe, we could make some kind of a push. Now, let's go over some of the players that the Yankees were maybe interested in or that showed up on the rumor mill. Let's start with Shohei Otani. Okay, and no one can doubt Otani's excellent play and his greatness. Right? 36 home runs, 302 batting average, 77 RBI, 1072 OPS. Starting pitchers this season, 8-5, 3.71 ERA. So, as far as a pitcher goes, I mean, he's good. He's a good pitcher. But his elite play, in my opinion, is his bat. And adding that bat to this lineup, this Yankee lineup does not have one 300 hitter. Not one. Adding Otani would give you that. But we need to be realistic. Is he a realistic target for the Yankees? No, he's not. He would cost way too much for a 2-month rental and for a guy that may not even sign here. Too much of a risk, but a big name nonetheless. So I'm checking him off. Now let's get to Juan Soto and the kind of year that Juan Soto is having. 19 home runs, 262 batting average, 60 RBI, 913 OPS. Now, Soto, if you bring him to Yankee Stadium, the batting average might look the same, but the home runs will increase. He will hit 35 home runs, 40 home runs per year if he were to sign an extension here with the Yankees. But in acquiring Juan Soto, you need him to sign an extension. And the Padres have already said they really don't want to move him right now. So, unfortunately, Juan Soto, one of my favorite players in the league, got to check his name off the list. Probably won't be getting him, unfortunately, but I would love him. Perfect fit in this lineup. I just don't think it's realistic. Right now, anyway. But let's talk about a few of his teammates, Blake Snell and Josh Hader. Blake Snell, man, what a year he's having. A 2.67 ERA, 6-8, but the big thing about Blake Snell is last 9 starts, he has 0.69 ERA. And guess who was catching Mr. Snell? Gary Sanchez, believe it or not, in those 9 starts. So Snell has been scorching hot, man. He's been fantastic in his last 9 starts for the Padres. But Blake Snell even said it himself. Doesn't know if he wants to get traded. And the Padres, I believe, have said they don't want to trade Blake Snell either. So I guess you got to cross him off. But how about Josh Hader? How about him? 24 saves this year. 0.97 ERA. 37 innings pitched. 55 strikeouts. Would be a great addition to this Yankee bullpen. But he's another guy that the Padres supposedly may not want to move on from. I think the Padres really believe that they're still in it, and great for them. So I really wouldn't see them moving Hader, Snell, or Soto. But let's talk about Mr. Nolan Arenado, St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals, there were reports that maybe they could move on from their big players, Nolan Arenado being one of them. Nolan having a very good season, 22 home runs, 290 batting average. What's the OPS? 868 OPS. Would love to have him. But the Cardinals don't want to move him, Goldschmidt, or Nootbaar. So, got to cross his name off the list. But let's get to a list of players that are more realistic. My man, 161 River Ave, mentioned recently of Ryan McMahon. Now, McMahon, very good defensive third baseman. This season, 15 home runs, 252 batting average, 46 RBI with a 789 OPS. If you want McMahon, I feel like that's a gettable player. However, you would have to part with Oswald Peraza in any deal for McMahon. I'm not sure if I'd want to do it, quite frankly. But left-handed bat, very good third baseman. Also, I don't think the Rockies want to move him either. The owner likes him. So maybe, just maybe, cross him off. He is signed long-term there. How about Elias Diaz? 10 home runs, 264 batting average, 46 RBI, 738 OPS. There's been rumblings that the Yankees might want to improve the catcher position. Jose Trevino now out for the year. Bring up Ben Rortvedt, maybe see what he has to offer. Of course, left-handed bat Rortvedt is, so that's great. Him and Higgy, platoon, okay, maybe Austin Wells, fast track up. They don't really think too much of him as a catcher, but his bat is there. But the Yankees may want to go out and upgrade the catcher position anyway. And Elias Diaz is a decent target. He's good behind the plate. His bat, better than any Yankee catcher that's on the roster right now. No offense to Higgy or Rortvedt. But, I mean, the jury's still out on Rortvedt, I feel. Right? He's shown some good signs. He showed signs down there in AAA that he could have a decent bat. So, we shall see with him. But in acquiring Elias Diaz, you get the rest of this season and next year. I kind of like it. It's not that bad. But that's a realistic target. Now, another one of his teammates. Now, very interesting. You guys let me know what you think about this. Randall Grichuk. I've been seeing people say that they don't want Grichuk. That's not the guy they want. And for me, it's like, okay, you want a left-handed bat. You want a sexier player like Bellinger or Soto. I get it. I do too. But what if it comes down to Bellinger goes to another team, Juan Soto not getting traded, and Grichuk is one of your options? He's hitting over 300 with an 850 OPS? And you're telling me you don't want him? There's nobody in this lineup that's hitting 300. You're really going to tell me that you don't want to add a 300 hitter if the option were there? Like I said, I want Bellinger more. I want Soto more. But I would not be upset in adding Grichuk whatsoever. No way. So let's move on. Salvador Perez. His name has been brought up in the rumor mill. Would I want him? I don't think so. He's a lot of money for the next few years, 33 years old. He was just named captain for the Kansas City Royals this past offseason. Congratulations to him on that. Well deserved. I wouldn't want Salvador Perez. If the Yankees were in first place, maybe. I wouldn't want Salvador Perez, though. Not right now. It doesn't make sense. And then, let's move over to some more pitchers. Lucas Giolito. People are expecting, John Heyman especially, that the White Sox will move on from Giolito. And in my opinion, adding a starting pitcher wouldn't be a bad thing for the Yankees. Adding bullpen help wouldn't be a bad thing for the Yankees either. Of course not. We could always use fresh arms and new arms in the pen and in the rotation. Lucas Giolito, 6-6, 3.79 ERA, 121 innings pitched, 131 strikeouts. I wouldn't mind him. Just depends on the cost. How about Dylan Cease? A guy I believe who's under control until 2026. He has over a 4 ERA. Last season, my gosh, marvelous year for him. But this year, over 4 ERA, 113 and 2/3 innings pitched with 138 strikeouts for Mr. Dylan Cease. He's a guy that I would like. But is that realistic? I don't know. He might cost you a little bit because of the year that he had last season, and he's under control for a few more years. And a controllable starting pitcher is hard to find, and a decent one at that. So he wouldn't be cheap, I don't think. I think Giolito is a more realistic option for the Yankees if they decide to go that route. Now, are the Yankees preparing a big move? I think Brian Cashman is preparing something. Last season, he acquired At the time, he acquired a left fielder who was hitting .320. He acquired a starting pitcher who had a 3 ERA. He acquired a relief pitcher, Scott Efros. He acquired a center fielder in Harrison Bader. Let's not forget Lou Trevino as well in that Frankie Montas deal. He acquired 5 brand new players towards the deadline last season, or at the deadline. And you're telling me that you don't think, if you think this, that you don't think that he's going to want to make a big move or make moves to improve this team? Hindsight's 2020. I get that. But at the time, he acquired Frankie Montas, who had a 3 ERA. He acquired Benintendi, who had a .320 batting average. And we needed that. Don't be shocked if Cashman does the same at this trade deadline. So, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments. This video was longer than usual. I wanted to try something different, so you let me know if you'd like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have channel memberships in the description if that interests you. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out. And let's not forget to thank our channel members here at The Shift. Thank you guys. It means the world.